Okay, job 24429. This is the final docket video for Lakemont Ridge. It's the curbing that we need to remove and replace. And it looks like it's a 10-inch mold on a lot of this. So make sure we have a 10-inch. It could be 8-inch, but it looks like it's 10. So just make sure you have both molds. I am taking you through this list A through S. Okay. For the most part, all these are the same size. There was a couple of them that I increased the size a little bit. There's some I decreased the size a little bit too. But we can get about 340 feet of curbing done with the 4 yards of mix that we're picking up. And there's 4 yards of mix on this job. So that being said, we're going to go through the top of the list, A through S, and I'm going to start at the very back of the property. So you come in through the main entrance and you drive all the way to the back, and that's where you start with letter A. Okay, so I'm going to take you through A, B, C, and D, and then we're going to move, and then we're going to go into the next section of the property, and we're going to go down the hill, and I'm going to show you all the repairs. And then we'll go finally into this last section where we go down the hill, and then over to here to S where there's a 20-foot piece, okay? So I'm starting from the back, starting from letter A, and I'm going all the way through all of these to letter S. Okay, so here's the very back of the property. I'm heading down the hill, down to letter A. Takes you to a dead end here. All right, so A. That piece right down there in the corner. Okay, takes it right over to the drain. There's a drain there. That'll be a fun one. Then there's B, right back there in the corner at stall, looks like 35. Okay, and then you got C next to the mailbox kiosk. Goes from here all the way up the hill. Around the corner, right to there. Okay. Next one is D. Starts here at the corner and goes back to there. Now I'm going to take you up to the next section. Okay, now I'm in the next section, coming down the hill. I think this is going to be E through L, I think. E through L. You can see that my markings are already starting to disappear because it's raining. But it's right in front of 6737. That's where E starts. Goes up the hill, stops right where the stamped concrete is. Okay. Then you got F, which is right here in the corner. Starts down here. It's my arrow. Goes right around the corner. Stops right there. Next one, you can see it goes right underneath this car. So there's a chance that we might not be able to get to this one, but we'll definitely need to let Nicole know today. I'll shoot an email out letting her know that we got to get some people moved where these repairs are. Okay, but that goes from underneath that car, goes all the way around, and then stops right there. Okay, I've come down the hill from E, F, and G. H, you got the trash enclosure here, and there's a little piece of curb right back in there at R18, sprayed right back in that corner. This is where some of these have changed in size just a little bit. And you have one right here, which trash enclosure's right here. House 6753 is right here. And you get that small little repair in that location. I'll take you down here farther, show you what we got going on down here. This comes to a dead end. By the way, you're going to see these little white, thick white marks on the curbing. Those are not my markings. That's somebody else marking the curb for something else. So don't follow those. Mine have like a line on the curb and an arrow coming off of it, like this one right here. This is one where I changed the size up a little bit. Going from here against the sidewalk all the way down past this white mark that somebody else made, so don't pay attention to that. I ended it right here. Okay, so this one I changed up the size a little bit, and I changed it up because I saw that we could do it with the quantity of curb we had and the curb mix that we've got plugged in. I think it was like supposed to be 6 feet up there, 20 feet down in this corner, and then it was like 4 feet over here, but that's obviously changed. We're only doing a small little piece of curb down here by house 6781. Just doing a small one right there. And then we're doing a small one right here, about 2 foot piece. So you got 2 foot there, and then you got like roughly 3.5 to 4 feet down there. So I took that difference and put this repair up here since it made more sense. Okay, walking back up the hill, and we're gonna look at the last section. And that last section, I believe, is gonna be M through R. So we'll go look at M, N, O, P, Q, and R, where some of the bigger curb repairs are. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go up, get to the last section. Okay, I've gone down the hill in the last section here, as I was explaining earlier in the video. So M, I believe, was a 16-foot section of curb, but I increased the size of it. I think they wanted us to fix this curb here, but it's underneath that hedge bush, and we'll have to totally jack up that hedge bush if they want us to fix that. So I'm leaving that alone, and I shifted it down. Started right here just past the shrub and went all the way down to not the first shrub but the second shrub, and you'll see there's a marking there. Okay, so I added like 4 or 5 more feet to that. That's dumping. Okay, and then as you come down here on the aerial map, it looks like we would be repairing this island right here, but I'm not going to do that because right now it's intact. But this over here where the sidewalk is, where people can walk, there's ankle breakers here, some trip hazards. So we've got this piece right here, which was supposed to be 8 foot, and then it was supposed to be a 2 foot piece, but I had to increase this because we're not going to be able to just fix that little 2 foot piece. We're going to have to go from joint to joint. So I plugged it in there. Then you got the next repair that's like 40 feet. Goes from that corner all the way down to this curb planter. Stops right here. Then it starts up again on the next repair, which is 24 feet, which takes you through the 3 stalls and stops. And then it starts again and goes 48 feet through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stalls here. So you've got right there, just before the last stall, it stops. Okay, and that's all the repairs here. Now we're gonna go up to S. And now I'm at the last repair, which is at house 6541. This is the 20-foot piece of curb. Goes all the way down and stops there. That's somebody else's marking. That's me right there, where it's starting to fade already. Okay, go right to that expansion joint there.